And I'm
This is
Mercedes.
Studio 7.
Yes, and I'm Mercedes Wilson. It's Friday.
It is Friday. We have made it.
Yes, yesterday I thought yesterday was Friday,
hmm
but we're really here and we all made it.
We are going to have a blast
Yeah.
today.
Well, how do you feel?
I feel exhausted.
Me
I don't know if I look exhausted. I mean, I
too.
feel like my eyes, if someone's looking at me, they'll
mm,
go, wow, she looks exhausted. Because I
hmm
just, I just feel the whole week, I
Yeah,
guess, at
yeah,
this
yeah, yeah.
point.
Yeah.
And I did the lawn today, so I think when I'm outside, I would help my daughter at her fun run at her school, and then I did our lawn. So I think the more time that I spend
hmm
outside during a day, like I'm just a little more exhausted
Yeah.
coming in at night.
So when you say you did your lawn, like lawnmower?
No, no, I sat on a lawnmower.
Right. Those are fun though.
It is, although it's still just I don't know, it takes something out of you, and
It
then you
does.
gotta
It
blow it all
does.
out and stuff. So
Yeah.
it was a long morning,
Yeah.
early afternoon, I guess.
Well,
But
you
here
have
we
to
are.
tell us more. You did what at your daughter's school?
It was their biggest fundraiser of the year, and
hmm
last year they did a fun run where they ran laps, and you can either pay by each lap that they do or just a lump sum.
Oh,
Well,
that's
this year
cute.
it was a Ninja Warrior fun run, so
hmm
they got to swing on the ropes, or not ropes, they were rings, and then they got to try to climb up what I think they call the warp wall,
Yeah.
and then they did a run around a lap around the back of the school, and it was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
They should be all exhausted, and I'm probably exhausted from watching them, is what it really is.
Do you participate a lot in your daughter's school activities?
I will try
Yeah.
anytime that I have it. Of course, till 3 o'clock or so is school time,
hmm
and that's when I'm not working
Yeah.
most of the time. So I will try to be there as much as I can. I love
Yeah.
rooting her on. I love seeing all the kids. I love seeing all the ages of them and the stages that they move into or grow out of. And
Yeah.
it's been a lot of fun so far. Not that I've done it much.
Yeah. Yeah.
We
Yeah.
were just in kindergarten. We did pre-K, and now we're in kindergarten. But
Yeah.
it's so fun to see how these kids interact with each other and the friends that they're making, and how much they love their teachers.
Yeah.
Teachers are I give them all the credit in the entire world. They do such a wonderful job for our kids.
I have to, no, I agree with that 100%. Big shout out to all of our teachers. I have to say, I have to do better. Like, I think
Yeah.
it's because I've had like two older ones
Mhm.
and I did that with them. I have to remember, wait a minute, you have 2 10-year-olds, Mercedes. You have to do that with them too, because I am way more hands off with the twins
Mhm.
than I was the older two. Because I'm like, but mommy's done that already. And
Right.
I enjoy everything you just mentioned, seeing them interact and all of that.
Mhm.
But I'm just like,
You
any other
know,
parents want to sign up?
it's and there were a lot of other parents too, but I just feel like it just is good for my soul
Yeah.
to see other kids like enjoy my daughter and her have so much fun with all
Yeah.
her other friends, and just them be beautiful little kids to
Yeah.
other adults, and knowing that you're kind of raising them right. You don't have these
Mhm.
little
Mhm.
crazy kids like not paying attention or not listening or anything. they're
Yeah.
they're all standing in line, they're doing what they're told, and they give hugs to their teachers. And I loved it. And to see
Yeah.
there were third graders that got all the way up to the top of this warp wall,
Yeah.
and the cheering that other kids do for the ones that are going before
Yeah.
them, and they're like, yeah, go on, you could do it. And they get to the top of this wall, and it was like King Kong. It was
Aw,
fantastic. It was
that's so
so
cute.
great to see. I could gush over them all day long.
Aw, so cute. Well, talking about all day long, what about this weekend? Or actually, someone's asking about the weather. Connie is asking, how's the weather looking?
Middle midweek next week.
Yeah.
Okay. So we are going to deal with some remnants from Helene. We knew that was likely going to be in our backyard at some point, and to what varying degree were we going to see it. So
Yeah.
we'll have some scattered showers starting later on into tonight, and then for our Saturday, and then mostly across the southern tier into Sunday afternoon. So we'll have some spotty showers that we have to deal with for the
Hmm.
weekend, but I would still do all the plans you're planning on doing. It's
Yeah.
just if you're going down south on Sunday, there's a better chance of rain for a longer period of time.
Yeah. Do you have any weekend plans?
We've got a lot of stuff going on. I think
Yeah.
it's just that time of year. All the pumpkin farms are open.
Oh, I love it.
So we're doing
Yes.
that. We
Yeah.
we always go to this one farm, and all of my cousins, we all have kids.
Mm.
So all of the, I think it's, would those be second cousins, third? I have
Hmm.
no
Hmm.
idea
Hmm.
who are the cousins who have kids. Now they're all just cousins, we call
Yeah.
them. And we go to this farm, this poor farm. We come with like 30 people, and we just have such a great time every year. And then there's the Bills game too. So
Yes.
there's a lot going on this weekend. We're going to be
Yes.
busy. How
Yeah.
about you?
I'm looking forward to going to the pumpkin farm. I'm gonna try to get the kids out, do some apple picking.
Apple picking's fun. You know, we've done some apple picking, and we've almost struck out every time we've gone.
Really?
Hmm.
Why?
Either the orchards haven't done well in that year, or we go after it's been a really
Just
nice
pick
weekend or
through?
something and it's been picked through. The one that we tried to go to last year, we pulled up, we're like, okay, this looks promising. And they asked, did you sign up online? What do you
What?
mean to sign up online? They have like set times because they don't want too many people in the orchard,
Oh,
pick it, which I appreciate, but
yeah.
we didn't know, so we couldn't do that either.
Oh, well, we're
Yeah.
going and we didn't sign up.
Hopefully
So,
it's not the same one, or
I
else you got to take a
know.
look into it.
I know. So, hey, the good thing about this show is if you're online with us, then we're going to continue this conversation online. But if you're our friends at home, stay with us. We'll be right back. You're watching Studio 7. All right. So, to our friends online, are you guys going apple picking? If you do, the question is, where do you go? Do you remember the name of the one where you had to register online?
It was north of Lockport.
North
That's
of
all I can
Lockport.
remember.
Okay. Connie said go to Baker's Farm. You ever heard of that one?
Bakers. Maybe Baker Ransomville.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Yep. Baker's in Ransomville.
Hmm. I wonder, is that, no, that's south of Lockport, right? That's before you get like up that far north, I think. Anyway, the one that we went to, like it was almost on the escarpment, like it was up there.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
Mm-hmm.
and I'd like to try to go back there because I think that's probably one of the. Oh, you know what I'm thinking? I'm thinking of Becker, not
Yeah.
Baker.
Yeah. And that's what Howard is
Okay.
saying. They require a reservation. And I didn't know that. And Becker is the one that we love going to.
Yeah, Howard
Becker
says,
Farms.
yeah, you
Yeah.
have to, it's required for a reservation. Yeah, we just didn't know. Meh, what can you do?
Well, I'll be making a reservation then because we love going apple picking. And then the girls and I find a bunch of different apple recipes to make.
Yes. Yeah, we always go strawberry picking
Mm-hmm.
in early June, because it's right around my husband's birthday, and that's all he ever wants to do for his birthday is
Mm-hmm.
go strawberry picking.
I've
So we've
never done that.
we've done it every year. It's a little, not, it's not time consuming, but you're always like bending over to grab the strawberries.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Apples, you're kind of like up here and it's easy.
Yeah.
Strawberries, you're down low, but it's a lot of fun. We have a good time
Okay.
doing that.
Call me
We've gone everywhere.
disconnected. I didn't know strawberry picking was a thing.
Hmm. Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
call me disconnected. I knew there was apples.
There's blueberries. You can go to that
Blueberries,
blueberry
yes.
tree farm
Mm-hmm.
and kind of do the blueberries. It sneaks up on you because
Yeah.
strawberries are kind of an early thing, but sometimes with our weather, the strawberries also might not be
Yeah.
a good of a season. Their harvest can be pretty bad too.
Yeah. I'm with you, Connie. I cannot wait to make a good apple pie. Apple pie is like my favorite thing in the whole wide world to
Me
make.
too.
And I make a darn good apple pie.
I try to make my grandmother's apple pie. I still haven't done it justice quite yet
Mm-hmm.
because it's a lot about the crust,
Yeah.
which,
I buy my crust.
oh, what makes it easier?
I buy my crust. Connie says, what? I buy my crust. Sorry.
Hmm.
Sorry, friends. I buy my crust.
You know, I I'll have to, be coming back.
And welcome back to Studio 7, friends. We were having a great conversation. I didn't know that there was strawberry picking. That
Right.
that happens,
Right.
but talking about apple picking and some of our favorite things to do when we go out.
Yeah, where to
I love
go.
making a great apple pie. I make a
Me
pretty good
too.
apple pie.
I have to do something once we pick the apples
Hmm.
because there's so many that we pick
Yeah,
that we've got to do something with them.
yeah, yeah,
So
yeah. You have
it's
to.
always I try to make my grandmother's apple pie. It's a work in progress, but what some of the easiest things to do with apple is like a cobbler or the one
Hmm.
where you just kind of
Apple
put
crisp.
apple crisp
Yep.
on top. Those that's
Yeah.
my go-to
Yeah.
because it's pretty simple. You're not worrying about your dough. You
Correct.
got the
And I
sugar and
buy
the
my
crumbs on
dough.
top.
Judge me if you want. It's already pre-made, friends.
It's
But I
not a
make so
bad
many.
thing.
When I make apple pies, I make four
Mhm.
at a time. I don't even know
Oh,
how to make one pie. I make
oh,
four at a time, and I take them
okay.
to my neighbors and things like
Do you
that.
have, like, the peeler core
I
thing,
do.
or do you okay?
It's
Because
like
I
a
was gonna say
machine.
mhm.
Yep.
Game changer.
Yes. Yes. Yep. And I make four at a time. So I mean, there's been times where my daughter and I have made 50 apple pies over a weekend, and we take them to friends and family. Oh yeah. Oh
It's
yeah.
good that you buy your dough.
Yeah.
You got
So
consistency there.
yes. Yep. The dough is consistently good. If not, some people would not get dough at
Yeah.
all. At all. And then we plan on, of course, the Bills game. So I'll be getting
Right.
food together for the
Another
Bills
late
game.
one.
Yeah. And then this weekend is my father's birthday. And for
Oh, happy bir I
yes,
love birthdays. Happy
yes.
birthday.
And for everyone in my family, for birthdays, they get to pick the dinner that I cook and the dessert.
Oh,
So my
that's so
dad, oh,
awesome.
he's having a great time. I got a text from him this afternoon that said, and don't forget the pineapple upside down cake for dessert.
So is roles reversed then? When you were growing up, did your parents do the what's your
No,
dinner that you want? Or
no,
is this
nope.
your family
We got
tradition now?
chased around by Chuck E. Cheese, and I was afraid of him. Or by yeah, I mean he was a scary looking thing.
They are,
Yeah,
but for some reason it's worked for decades.
it didn't for me. It didn't for me. It just didn't. But we had little parties, and I mean it was the normal pizza and things like that. But when my kids were young, I'm just like, okay, so what? Because we couldn't always afford to go out. It was okay. So
Right.
what's the meal? And it's just become tradition. So
Mhm.
every birthday in my house, they get to pick the full meal down to the drink.
Oh, and the
Down,
drink.
yep. So you pick what everybody drinks, what we eat, the dessert, everything. So my dad is going overboard. He is going overboard.
Rightfully so.
Yeah.
It's his
So
birthday.
there's that, and then there's the football game, and then there's apple picking, and we're gonna try to go by the Great Pumpkin Farm as well, so the kids can
Yeah.
pick out pumpkins.
There's so much. Yeah, we're definitely doing pumpkin picking. I don't think we're going to get to apple picking this weekend. And speaking of the game being on at 8 o'clock at night on a
Yes.
Sunday before the kids go to school,
Yep.
I'm wondering if I could try to get Natalia down before the
Yeah.
game, but that's a little too early for
Nope.
her. She usually winds down just about that time.
Yeah.
So
Our
we
girls
might
are.
miss the first quarter.
Oh, you would miss the first quarter.
Yeah, putting her to sleep. Yeah.
So what's the bedtime routine?
What is our routine? Well, it's a little funky because I kind of scoot home as quick as I can to get her ready to lay down. And
Hmm.
then it's the whole rigmarole of take a bath, brush your teeth, let's
Yeah.
try to
Yeah.
read a book. We might even watch like a 10-minute show on Netflix or something.
Oh, that's
And then I'll give
cute.
her like a 2-minute warning, like, okay, we're going to shut this off. And then she shuts it off when the 2 minutes is over or whatever it is. And then it takes her maybe 10 or 15 minutes to actually fall asleep. She'll lay down and she'll relax for a bit, but it does take her some time to fall asleep. And fingers crossed, she's asleep by 9 p.m.
That is so cute. That is so opposite of what happens in my house. It's so opposite. So
Well,
if we know we have something going on, like the game is coming on, we'll
mhm,
have them shower and get ready probably around 8 o'clock. Put on
yeah,
your pajamas.
right.
The girls know it's 8:30,
Hmm.
but for
Hmm.
some reason at 8:30 you can't even hear a pin drop. Like it is so quiet in our house because they know they're waiting for us to say it's bedtime. So they're in their room with their books or doing whatever they want to do. And then at 8:45 one of us comes to and we go, "Wait a minute.
Yeah.
Why are you girls still awake?" So I mean, ours is quite different. We just kind of chase them around until and kids when it's bedtime have every excuse not to. I mean, like they want to solve the world's problems. They have a question about everything when it's bedtime.
Did your kids ever I don't know what I would call them, like the zoomies? They just get this burst of energy. Like she'll go into the bedroom and jump on the bed like for I don't know, maybe 10 or 15 seconds and like just gets so excited.
Hmm.
Not the fact of going to sleep, but it just, there's just some type of burst of energy that happens before she has to lay down.
No,
It's
mine
bizarre.
mine find well, I have to go to the bathroom. I forgot to brush my teeth. I have to comb
I need
the edges of
water.
my
We've
hair.
got
I'm
water.
thirsty. That like
Yeah.
there's they find every excuse. That's what happens at 8:31.
Yeah.
Every night at
Yeah. Yeah.
8:31, they
You
find
got it
every
down.
excuse. Yeah, I forgot to tell you about my big toe. It hurt at school, Mom. I have to tell you that. You know what I
Oh,
mean? Like
yeah, yeah, yeah,
they have every story in
yeah.
the world
I've got
at
this
8:31.
I've got this scratch. Can you put a band-aid
Yeah,
on it?
yeah,
And then the band-aid hurts
yeah,
or,
yeah. It's
I get it.
it's something. So on the Bills on Sunday to get ready for the Bills game, they will be ready at 8 o'clock, and then at 8:30, we will let them know it's time to go to bed because we will be watching the game at 8:20.
There you go.
Yeah.
We'll see. We'll see how long it takes. I'll join
Let
in
me know how
progress.
it goes. Let me
We'll
know how it
we'll
goes.
join in progress
Yes.
is probably what will happen.
Yeah, let me know how it goes. And to our friends at home, we're going to continue this conversation online, but to our friends at home, we'll be right back. Stay with us. Oh my gosh. Okay, so to our friends online, to those of us that may have little ones or remember when adults were little, what type of things did they do when it was bedtime? Every kid has their thing where they try to avoid going to bed. Mine have never done the Zoomy thing.
Yeah, she just the energy that she gets, I don't know where it comes from. I just thought all kids were like that. They were like, "It's bedtime." Ah!
Get out the last bit of
Jump,
energy.
jump, 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 jump.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah, she just likes to go a little crazy for a few minutes and then she's good.
yeah.
She just has to get it out.
Is she a morning kid?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay, so she's opposite of you.
Mhm.
So she wakes up with the energy.
She's got all the energy and I fake it till I make it. When waking up with her, I'm like, I gotta be just as chipper because she's just a breath of fresh air. I wake
Yeah.
up and I'm so exhausted and not ready to start the day.
Mhm.
And she's just like, okay, mama, let's do this. What am I gonna wear? And I always ask her what she wants to eat for breakfast and that type of thing. So I'm getting better.
Mhm.
I'm not grouchy towards her whatsoever. So
Oh.
we're moving in the right direction.
Well, Barb says, "Mine hungry." My girls are in bed by 8 until they hit middle and high school.
See, but Cindy, okay, you don't have a child, but a dog.
Yes.
But there are many similarities between pets and children. They still are going to wake up when, the weekend rolls around and they still want to go outside when you think you want to sleep in. They're very very much on the same level of when you want to do something,
Mhm.
they want to
Mhm.
do something else.
Mhm. Mhm.
I always say that. Of course, children and dogs are different, but there are a lot of similarities.
Yeah. Yeah. They know. Animals know. Our pets know when it's time for certain things and they avoid it. They avoid it too. My dog included. My dog included. So you said that you don't participate in, all the things, obviously, because we're working and stuff that your daughter does.
Mhm.
Um, but how like do you have a goal of how many you want to do per year? You just like
No.
I'll just do as many as I can.
No, I don't. I don't want to do as many as I can. I
Mm-hmm.
want to be selective.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I want to do the things that I can see her most in. If
Ah.
oh, okay.
Welcome back to Studio 7. Listen, we're having good conversation online during these breaks. So if you can join us, the good thing about this show is we are on TV and we are on social media. You can join us on Facebook, you can join us on YouTube, or you can join us on X and you can get the
All
whole
over
show.
the place.
Yes.
We are there.
Yes. So hit us in the comments. We love to hear from you. And we want to talk about the topics that you all want to talk about. So let us know. And we
Hmm.
coming back from the break, we're talking
Right.
about
What were we talking about? Volunteering?
yeah,
No,
yeah,
what
yeah.
were we talking?
Yeah, our
I
kids
don't
in
even remember.
school and volunteering.
Yes. I do love to volunteer. I am a little greedy in my volunteering, if I can be honest. I like to volunteer where I can see her,
Mhm.
my daughter, as much as possible.
Are you going to be the parent that does your daughter's schoolwork?
No, nope,
No? Or
no.
helps her? Just helps her?
No.
No.
She will have to do it herself.
So when my older two were going to school, I would help them as much, not do the work, but help them as much as I could. But things have changed.
I know
And there's
this
some things
math.
we don't,
I
yeah,
hear this math is some type of crazy.
yeah,
So I won't be able to help her.
no.
I will help as much as I can to allow her to grow, but I don't do schoolwork. I have
Hmm.
I know some people that have done their kids' schoolwork
Yeah, yeah,
and
yeah,
it's just I get that too. No way am I judging whatsoever. Sometimes it's just down to the wire. It's
yeah. Or
you
the
got
big
to get it
projects.
in. Yeah. Oh, I forgot about this. Oh, so I mean, I there's all sorts of circumstances I get, but that's just one thing. I've just always been a big academic person. Like
Yeah,
I cared about when what was due
mm,
and had it done. And hopefully she'll be there. I'm sure she's going to be opposite, but I will make her do her own work.
I am not going
Yes.
to lie. I
You've
have
done that
helped
work.
my son with some like home ec stuff. I mean, it was food stuff, but
Okay.
I have done a little more than his share of the. I mean, it was food. Does it
Yes.
count? It doesn't count, right?
Well, I mean, you want him to be able to cook by himself eventually,
Yeah. Well,
right?
I mean, I'm one of those.
I loved home ec.
Yeah, I did. He did not.
Oh, I
So when
loved
he
it.
got those assignments, I was very happy to help.
Hmm.
Other than that,
Yeah.
no. I mean, I
Yeah.
made him. But I just had to ask,
Yeah.
what type of helper would you be
I
with
mean,
your
right
daughter?
now there isn't much. We're learning sight words, we've got little books that we
Yeah,
have to do. That's good.
yeah, 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 yeah. The girls had something really exciting today. Today was picture day.
Oh, we've got next Friday as picture
Yeah.
day.
Do you remember picture day?
Not really.
No. Was it a good experience or a bad experience if you don't remember?
Indifferent, I
You don't
suppose.
remember? I had some bad experiences for picture day.
I mean, I
They
see
were
my picture
bad.
in yearbooks and I'm like, I've taken them, but I don't
I mean, like
remember.
I look at my family and I'm like, how did y'all let me do this? Like my eyebrows connected. Like
Mm,
it was just not good.
I didn't know. I remember more obviously with my daughter. She in pre-K, she had picture day. And she never with curly hair. I think it's just a little bit harder to do the
Her
hair.
hair is so beautiful though.
They thank
Yeah.
you, but it's a thing. You gotta condition it. I've got to spray it with some water in order
Mhm. Mhm.
to help detangle it in the morning. Because no matter what, even if she's got a silk pillowcase, I've tried to tie her hair back and everything. It's got a mind of its own. So when pre-K picture day came around, I said, okay, you got to sit still. I got to get your hair up and you got to leave it until you take your picture. I don't want it in my hair. I don't want it in my hair. She comes home that day. Her hair's down, her shirt's like all just
Mhm.
crazy. And I looked at her and I said, was your hair up or down for pictures? She goes, it was still up. It was still up. So it was a 50-50 when those pictures came in, whether or not her hair was up or it was down.
Mhm.
And I'm happy to report it's probably the cutest picture that I think I've ever seen of a
Mhm.
kid for picture day
Yeah.
being in pre-K.
Yeah. My kids have done pretty good except the one year I left them home with daddy. And he
Hmm.
said, I got it. and it was the ponytails that he tried to do, and I promise you they were sticking straight. Have you remember Pippi Longstocking?
Yeah.
And
Mm.
I was like, how did this happen?
I give him credit for being able to do ponytails. My husband can't do
He
can't do pony.
he
My
can't either.
husband
Mine can't
almost
either.
can't even take the hair tie out.
Hmm.
Is
Well, let's just say that
what I'm
never happened
talking about.
again. The girls are they were very excited this morning for their school photos. It went
Good.
amazing. I helped them get dressed. I mean, it was an
Mhm.
exciting day. So the
Mhm.
school photo thing, and I just want to make sure that they don't have the experiences
What
that
year
I
was
had
that?
for
With
me.
their
Oh, that
side
was 2 years
ponies
ago.
2 years ago.
That was
So
two
they
years
were
ago.
8. Okay.
Oh, Febin
Oh my
says not the
gosh.
eyebrows connecting. I'm telling you, I'm like, no one told me, no one stopped me and said, hey, let me just shave this little bit for you.
Yeah, but how old were you?
I was a junior in high school.
Okay.
I
Well,
mean, it went for a few years and I'm like, "Oh, this is so cute." No one stopped me.
mm,
I didn't have any real friends.
do you have sisters?
Yes.
Oh,
And they pull them out. So I think they did it on purpose.
they could have. I always say my sisters were all like we're nitpickers. Like we
Yeah.
pick fuzz off of each other. Like we're like little monkeys.
Oh, this is great. This is great. We had a great first week. Thank you all for joining us on Studio 7. We will be back on Monday, 4:30 online and in your homes. So make sure to tune in. Have a great weekend,
We will
everyone.
be there. Go Bills.